time for yet another event in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. This is the Spooky Celebration, the Halloween event in Hello Kitty Island Adventure where we get to trick or treat. And this year you'll be able to get everything from last year and an entire new furniture and clothing set with a brand new theme. The Spooky Celebration starts today on September 27th and it runs for just over 5 weeks. When you first log into the game, you'll get a cutscene like you usually do for each of our events. This one is hosted by Kuromi, of course. Her birthday is on Halloween, and she's talking about the Spooky Celebration with My Melody, and they decide this year they'll be combining their aesthetics with My Melody's love of lace and bows and cute things with Kuromi's mysterious style. And this gives us the Gothic Lolita looks that we're seeing on the Spooky Celebration login bonus calendar. The cutscene in the beginning tells us that the main mechanic in this event is going to be trick-or-treating. They make it really clear that trick-or-treating only happens at night. And remember, this is just in-game nighttime, not real-life nighttime. You can change that in-game time at any point by sleeping in a bed or talking to Peckle. So this is really easy and you can make it perpetual nighttime if you just keep sleeping in a bed. The other thing you'll need to do is wear something with the spooky tag. This is the pumpkin tag, not the Spooky Celebration tag. It is a little tricky since we don't have a filter in our inventory for clothing and you can't see the tags when you change your clothes in a mirror. So you can check this by going to your inventory, scrolling through, and when you're hovering over a piece of clothing, it will show you the tag. But basically all of the spooky clothes from last year's Spooky Celebration, as well as the witch outfit, the dress, and the hat, all of those should count. So in order to trick or treat, it needs to be nighttime and you need to be wearing a spooky outfit. And then all you need to do is go up to the friends or the visitors, talk to them and select the trick or treat option. For the first 3 that you talk to, they will give you a spooky treats basket. And you'll see our spooky treats fit the theme, so that's what we saw in that little preview image. A lot of us are wondering if they were going to be new held items. These are just the items that we collect in the game. But as somebody pointed out in the main Discord, they are on the same background as we got for the rainbow sprinkles from Happy Haven days, and that's been one of the only collectible items from an event that we were able to hang on to after. So there is this tiny part of me that wonders if we'll be able to hang on to these. So you'll be able to get 3 of these treat bags each day from trick-or-treating. If you continue trick-or-treating after those 3, each friend or visitor that you talk to will give you a trick instead. It seems like the tricks are specific to the villager or the friend who gives them to you. There seems to be a pretty set range, with most of them giving you things like water balloons, the lily frogs, dough, tofu, apples, sticks, spin up, and other common things. Many of the tricks seem to be given by multiple characters. There are a few characters though that'll give you unique items like almonds or iron. We trick-or-treated with all of the visitors and all the friends on stream. I think doing that probably took us about 4 night cycles to get through all of them. In addition to the 3 treat bags that you get from trick-or-treating, you can also get 4 more from your daily task, giving you 7 treat bags each day. Those treat bags are the currency for this event and you'll be able to spend them at the event stand and also use them to buy past items at both of the shops. Now, a new thing for this event, when you do go to the event stand, there is a mix of Spooky Celebration furniture from last year's event and a new set of furniture for this year, the Spooky Lolita set. So the first 6 items in my shop are from the Spooky Celebration last year. This includes the Spooky Celebration Cauldron Planter for 3, Spooky Celebration Fence for 3, Spooky Celebration Fence Lights also for 3, Spooky Celebration Fireplace for 3, Spooky Celebration Pedestal for 3, and the Spooky Celebration Pedestal Lantern for 3. So all 6 of those items, 3 each, those are items from the Spooky Celebration last year, but that's not all of the items. Then for the new items, we have the Spooky Lolita Chair for 2, the Spooky Lolita Coffee Table for 5, the Spooky Crystal Wall for 2, Spooky Lolita Dining Table for 7, the flooring for 5, the lamp for 3, the table lamp for 1, a side table for 3, the sofa for 7, the bed for 10, but remember we'll probably end up needing 2 of the beds so we can get the double bed too, unless there's only 1 type of bed this time, and the Spooky Lolita wallpaper for 5. So if we consider only the new furniture, assume you already have everything from last year, to get 1 of everything and 2 2 of the beds so that you can make a double bed if there is one. This will cost you 60 treats. And since you're able to get 7 every day, that'll only take you 9 days, which is maybe the most reasonable event we've had. And this new Spooky Lolita furniture can be customized. There are a ton of different options, giving it really different looks. Right now it looks like the customization is probably bugged because the swatches are not matching the styles that we see, and almost every one of the customizations is requiring gray dye, which I assume is some sort of a trick. It does sound like that'll be updated in 2.0.5, so don't worry if you can't customize it right now. That should get easier in the future. And of course we have the login bonus calendar for the spooky celebration. Now unfortunately, we don't get any clothing until a full week into playing, unless they drop it in some other way in the game. I really like when we get it early on so we can wear it for the full duration of the event, feel like we're part of it, but it looks like we'll have to wait even longer. On day 1, we do get the orange sherbet crates. You can use these in City Town. Then we have some potions, pumpkins, strawberry crates, the flooring that you get in Spooky Swamp Cabins. And then on day 6, we get a CD of the Spooky Celebration music. This is my favorite starting music in the game. I wish every time we got a CD in game it meant that we got the music outside the game as well. And this is new for this event, the first time that we're seeing getting the starting music as part of the event. And then on day 7, we get the red Gothic Lolita suit. This is the first piece of clothing that we know we get in the Spooky Celebration. We are getting 4 copies of it, so it looks like we'll be able to dye it. And then we get the wallpaper from the Spooky Swamp Cabins, a bunch of different dye, 13 of each. Hopefully this is the dye that we need to dye the clothes into those different colors. And then we get the black Gothic Lolita suit, and we're getting 13 copies of that. Now this appears to be the same as the red one, so I'm not really sure why we've split it between the 4 and the 13. I am glad we're getting the black copy though, because it looks like something that might require gray dye, and I don't have any of that. So it seems possible that we may be seeing 17 different colors of this Lolita suit. Still not really sure why they're split like this. And then on day 14, we see our first Gothic Lolita dress. This is my Melody's dress, the one that she's wearing in the key art. It'll take us a full 2 weeks of logging in before you'll be able to get this, and I suspect we're going to see 4 different Lolita dresses in the game. So we'll have my Melodies, Kuromi, Cinema Rolls, and then probably a dyeable version like we see on the side here. In addition to those, we know that there's the hair bows, the tiny top hat, and from the trailer we also see wings, so it seems likely that we'll have to wait for part 2 of the login bonus calendar and maybe even the finale, because this is a 5-week event. Part 1 runs for 2 weeks, so part 2 probably runs for 2 weeks, and then the finale for the final week. I really wish that we had some of the clothing earlier on, at least 1 copy of some of them, and especially the accessories. Those are typically my favorite part, and I want to wear them early on. And from the trailer, it looks like we're gonna have a lot of different customization options for the clothing. So if black isn't really your look, you'll be able to dye it into pastel or a ton of other colors. So let's talk about how you can get the rest of the Spooky Celebration furniture from last year. In the collections menu, we can see all of this furniture and the clothing that we talked about that we've been able to see in the key art, in the trailer, in the preview images, and on the calendar. In addition to that, you have all the old Spooky Celebration furniture and clothing from 2023. And if you're missing some of that, it looks like these are going to be items rotating at both of the shops. It's going to cost you 1 spooky treat and some materials for each item. It looks like there'll be about 20 pieces of furniture that you can get this way. I'm not counting the 1 piece that you can get in the Spooky Basement Library, and then you'd need an additional 18 treats to get those 6 items that are available in the event stand from last year. So that would take you about 38 treats to complete your Spooky Celebration furniture collection from last year. So that would take you an additional 6 days of playing, assuming you're getting all 7 treats each day. So this is definitely one of our larger collections, because in addition to that, we also have several clothing items. The clothing items from last year's spooky celebration will rotate in Tuxedo Sam's shop, and you can buy them in the same way as the furniture using your spooky treats and additional materials. We had 2 exclusive items that you cannot dye, a special colorway of the monster hat and the Frankenstein hat, and then we had 4 other clothing items. We had the dress, the overalls, and the bat bow, probably my favorite clothing item so far, and each of those comes in 7 different colorways. And then we had the monster jacket that comes in 6 colorways. So altogether, those would take you an additional 29 treats to get all of last year's clothing items, assuming they all rotate in the shop or you can dye them, meaning that's going to take you an additional 5 days of collecting all 7 treats each day. So altogether, that's 60 for all of the new items, 38 for past furniture, and 29 for past clothes. Altogether, that's 127 treats. That's assuming you didn't play it all last year, and that'll only take you 19 days as long as you do all 4 tasks and all 3 trick-or-treating every day. Keep in mind, if you don't do the daily quests each day, that would take you 43 days and the event is only 39 days long, so those daily quests are really where you're getting most of your treats from. Now, if you only need the new stuff, that's going to be those 60 treats. That's only going to take you 9 days. If you only did your trick-or-treating and didn't do your quests, that'll take you 20 days. So doing your daily quests really speeds things up, and if you know that you need things from last year, make sure you're doing those daily quests, because that's how you're gonna get enough treats to be able to do that. And that means if you're playing every day entirely, getting your 7 treats, you can get everything from this year and last year, playing about every other day as long as you start from the beginning. However, in order to get the clothing items, it looks like you're gonna have to play way more than that. We have very little of the clothing on the first part of the login bonus calendar, and that one will take you 2 full weeks. And then there'll probably be an equally long part 2 and a finale. So hopefully this helps you make the most of the spooky celebration in Hello Kitty Island Adventure this year and complete your collection. If it did, consider giving the video a like to help others find it as well. Subscribe for more Hello Kitty Island Adventure content. There are a ton of video guides on the channel. We did live stream this event, trick-or-treating with all of the friends and the visitors, and we've live streamed most of the updates and the quests. Turn on notifications to find out the next time we go live. Hope to see you there.